What's going on, you guys? This is Madam 81, and I'm back with you again. Basically, this is an update on the story that I did. This is from the Inquirer. Um, about the 72 officers that was caught on Facebook posting offensive messages and racist messages about people of color. The main source, it says sources: Philadelphia police officers to be fired over offensive Facebook posts. This was done on July 17th, 2019, and the article is by Chris Palmer. The article goes on to state: the Philadelphia Police Department is expected this week to begin the process of firing police officers whose racist or offensive Facebook posts were documented in an online database, according to three sources with knowledge of the situation. The anticipated terminations would represent the most significant step in a scandal that has attracted national attention and led to protests and public outcry. The sources, who are not to be identified, discussing a pending matter, said as many as 13 officers were expected to be suspended, with the intent to dismiss beginning Friday. It was not immediately clear who the officers are or what they have posted. Commissioner Richard Ross said last month that 72 officers have been taken off street duty pending the department's investigation into the posts, and that he expects dozens to face internal consequences and at least several to be fired. Ross did not respond to requests for comment on Wednesday. Captain Sukul Kinbrew, a police spokesperson, said only the department's investigation into the scandal, which encompasses more than 3,000 posts allegedly made by more than 300 officers, is ongoing. John McNesby, president of the Fraternal Order of Police Lodge 5, declined to comment. The database, published online June 1st, was compiled by a group called the Plain Brew Project, and highlights Facebook posts or comments from officers in Philadelphia and several police departments: York, PA, Phoenix, Dallas, St. Louis, Twin Falls, Idaho, Denton, Texas, and Lake County, Florida. The researchers behind the database, led by lawyer Emily Baker White, who formerly worked at the Federal Community Defender's Office in Philadelphia, said they flagged posts allegedly made by officers that the researchers considered racist, supportive of violence, or otherwise offensive. Their list includes more than 500 current and retired Philadelphia police officers, about 330 of them who were still on the force when the database went live. Ross has repeatedly said that he was troubled by the polls and that they could undermine public trust in the department. The other city officials also condemned the post, and the district attorney, Larry Keisner, said his officers was reviewing the database to determine which officers should be placed on the list of police with credibility issues. The Police Officers Union said last month that it did not believe anyone should be fired as a result of the Facebook posts. Yeah. Okay. Ross said last month that the investigation into the post was being conducted by the Department of Internal Affairs Division and the law firm Ballot Sofer. I apologize if I got that name wrong. He said the department was trying to deal with some of the worst postings first, such as those that appeared to be racist, intolerant, or condoning violence. He said the investigation would be conducted in stages, with some officers disciplined as the probe continues. As the probe continues to sort through others, possibly less offensive examples. Ross did not specify how long the investigation may take, but said each post would be evaluated to see whether it was constitutionally protected speech under the First Amendment, or if it was a violation, or if it violated the department's social media policy, which says in part that employees are prohibited from using ethnic slurs, profanity, personal insults, material that is harassing, defamatory, fraudulent, or discriminatory. The fallout from the scandal and other affected in locations have taken different forms, and Phoenix Police Chief Jeffrey Williams reassigned an unknown number of officers to desk duty so they can't engage with the public. And last month in St. Louis, Circuit Attorney Kimberly M. Gardner placed 22 officers on a list of police whose testimony will not be used by prosecutors, according to the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. And that is the end of the article. Basically, this is just an update. This is the steps and the measures that the police department in Philadelphia and other states have taken to in response to the Facebook group that was found out by the Plainview Project, where they were making all sorts of posts, racist, sexist, all types of, encouraging violence, endorsing violence towards people, women of color, immigrants, and things, so on and so forth. I'm glad that they're taking the necessary steps, but would they have taken the necessary steps had it not been made so public? That's the question. Either way, I don't think it does enough. I feel as though if they got on there and displayed how they feel publicly on Facebook, that they should be publicly scorned for it by name. So I guess it is what it is. Please drop down in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about this. Again, this is an update from the story that I did about a month ago. I would definitely like to hear your side.